I'm sorry, but I can't make my video to work. It's going
Oh,
on and off.
Melina, I'm the same way. My internet's so slow if I do it, so I just turned it off.
Oh, okay.
oh,
We'll just look at your pictures.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
it's cute. That's very cute. All right. Let's see. Let me see who we're missing. We're just missing Kathy.
I saw
Elizabeth.
that Emily is trying to send a message through Google Plus. I don't know how to go back and tell her to get to this link.
Okay, so I sent her the same email with the link, so hopefully, let me see if she's.
I don't see her.
No. Can you talk to her? Where do you see where she's talking to you?
She was in the Google Plus. Let me see if I can get there. If I log out, hopefully I'll be able to log in.
Yeah.
Okay,
just tell her to go to that email link that I sent her.
Yeah, just 1 minute, please.
Okay. Get that here. Okay, she says she's trying to connect.
Oh, okay. She answered you then.
Maybe I can move. Okay, let's see if she. Is that all that we're missing? Yeah, we're only missing her, so we could probably start and then hopefully she'll get on.
Oops, I think I can't hear. Are you talking? Did you say?
Oh.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I think
We
it
could go ahead
went muted there for a minute.
Okay, we could go ahead and start and hopefully she'll get on. So she's the only one that we're missing.
Okay.
So let's see. We want. I'm having trouble figuring out how to see our thing and see the.
How I have it is I have it set up for the monitor where everybody is, and then I shrunk the Google Doc to the side.
Okay.
So then you can
Try
still
that.
see it.
Okay, well, somebody tell me. I know I saw an email from you. Okay, tell me your name again. Let's see, Lisa. But mine was empty. I didn't see Google Doc. It just said Family 360 meeting, and there was nothing else in it, unless I missed something else.
I got the same email, and mine was also empty.
Let me see what mine said.
Did you see on the one email that it said Google Doc in the middle?
I only got. Oh, let me see.
I added it on the middle of Chanel's.
Well, now I have it.
Okay.
There it is, right there. I really felt like I tried to click on everything I could see, but I'm obviously.
There you are.
Having problems, but there it is. Great. Thank you so much.
I still can't open mine. I'm sorry. I'm not very good on figuring it out how to work this.
Go back to the email from the original and there's a thing in the middle. It says Google Doc, and then click on it, and it'll take you right there.
Yeah.
And Lisa, tell us again how you did that so that you put it up on your screen and then shrunk the.
So I made us on the Google Hangout one on the big side, and then if you click the middle, it'll shrink it to half the size instead of taking the whole.
Yeah, that works good.
Oh, hello. Okay, yes.
And then anybody can edit it at any time if you want to do that. Did you get it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it. I was able to open too.
Awesome.
Good. That's good. Okay, why don't we just take turns reading part of it, and then if anybody wants to add something to it, we can talk about it, and then Lisa's gonna write it down. Is that right, Lisa? Or people can do it if they want, but
Right.
okay.
And somebody can correct it at any time.
Okay. Who wants to read the briefly summarize the case one?
I can read it.
Okay.
Okay, it says, this study evaluated the impact of trauma to individuals and the family as a unit. The focus lies on the relationship of a father to his sons, but also the impact of day-to-day life in a conflict-ridden area, coupled with the overall physical and emotional impact. The story is told to better understand how one can overcome perceived and know stressors and apply coping skills to their life in order to flourish. Further, we see the impact of the family and how avoiding certain stressors may contribute to other stressors.
Okay. Very good.
All the information, that's there now, Scott put in.
Yeah, that was great.
So don't do that to me. I'll never admit that.
Well, that was really good,
No,
Scott.
that was great.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Very good. I don't even know what to add to that.
Delete it all and start over.
No.
No way.
Very good.
So I got a question.
I would just,
Too deep into this. If you get through the text of this particular case study, did you guys go down to the bottom and read the post about it?
I did some of them.
So this is totally biased and one-sided from NPR. I don't know if you picked up on that or not.
oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, well, you think about it. You're dealing with a family that's in Gaza, and they're total, it's 100% Palestinian point of view.
Yeah, I noticed that actually.
Opposite. If you take an Israeli family, they're going to have the same impact, but just the opposite opinion.
True.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
I had issues with analyzing this one because I was like, really, come on.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
news about Gaza and Israel and the battles there for years. I had trouble.
True.
For me, I just kind of thought, just as you said, if you take it from the Israeli side point of view, it's the same story, just they have different politics. But I like how you summed it up, that you talked about how, I mean, you could be talking about anybody. I mean, I think that's one thing we could add, is we could add actual details. This took place in Gaza. These were their names, whatever. But the story itself is just how are they coping in a war zone. That's at least how I chose to focus, because I can get kind of caught up in politics too.
Make a good point, and that may be something we do need to add, is that overall where it occurred. That it's based in Gaza, based on a Palestinian point of view.
Yeah. I was going to say that in my other cases, I said a little bit more about the story. Like, I think you did a great job, Scott, in explaining what happened to them. But I also, maybe we should have written down things like, that happened in Gaza, and maybe he lost a son, and now
we could include, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because now he's very scared and afraid to lose another son, and maybe we can, mention about the support, that he doesn't have that much of support, and that he's struggling financially because he lost his job. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
I'm-
we could include their names. Maybe we could write the dad's name and the son's name.
And I think it's important to say that he's scared because he already lost a son to the war.
Right. And it was kind of an interesting point that the two sons have the same name, that they named the other boy after the one that died.
Yes.
That's a
Amen.
pretty big psychological point.
That was just weird to me. I'm like, are they trying to replace the kid that was killed?
I know, it's
cultural
that's
thing.
what I thought. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just was saying, I think it's cultural. I think one of the things to me that was hard about this particular case study, even talking about how later when it asks principles from the course and all of that, they're all good principles, but we never took into account that the culture is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so even, and I'm not saying those same things wouldn't work, but they might not work in any way the same way, because we're talking about a completely different culture.
Yes, I also agree because he actually mentions it in the end that he could have because since this happened, he had another son and he named it the same, but he says, you know, I can have a baby every day, but it's still not going to replace my son. And
but
I think I agree. Oh, sorry.
But then they went and took all those pictures and altered them. Like, that's going pretty far. Like, to alter him so that he would grow up. That has to be a cultural thing, I think, too.
I actually see that as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure.
Culturally, yeah. And maybe other people would do it too, I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to Photoshop my kids in their college cap and gown if they died today.
I know. I think I would want to remember them how they were, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not doing real well. What do you want me to put on this? Are we just going to summarize it then? Or do you want me to just list everybody's ideas? I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, you can just take notes, or I haven't tried to type on there. If you don't want to be, if you want everybody to kind of write their ideas, they could. I don't know how that works. Should we try?
Yeah, you can write on there too if you want. I
like how you're using their names, like.
I think we could do it real simply, and even in maybe a paragraph, and just say this actual case study is based on a family living in Gaza.
Yeah.
They're Palestinian. They have lost one son due to the war, a 7-year-old. They have other children, but they specifically focused on this other 7-year-old and how he plays in a war zone.
I like how you have the bullet points. That's really easy to read and stuff. That'll be good.
I spelled Garza wrong. You can keep talking. I'm sorry.
Oops. Okay.
Maybe somebody else could do better than me. I'm sorry.
No, you're kind of on the spot. I'm so sorry.
Before the person, she did a whole bunch of listing. How did you do it, Alicia?
I just took notes and typed it all up later.
Okay.
But I like this idea. Then we can actually look at it at the end and then decide we like it.
Yeah,
done.
I like that too.
We could all even take turns with different questions, so you're not doing all of the writing.
Okay, hold on you guys can keep talking. I'm trying to still get a hold of Elizabeth. So.
This is
Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
You want me to run at it for a minute?
Yeah, can you? I'm sorry.
Yep, I got you. Y'all talk, I'll type.
Perfect, thanks.
Oh, shoot.
You type fast, too. That's nice. I think it's
Okay.
nice that you can see who is typing too.
I know everyone has their own color
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'll come back to that later.
Okay. Try one more time for her.
I think it's harder because she doesn't have a Gmail account. She has the other account. And it's easier for people to get in who actually have a Gmail account.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the summary of the thing, yeah, if we just write some of those interesting, like different, it was obviously different culture and how they renamed the son the same name.
And I think it's good to say that one of the son was killed, and now he's worried about these new, the other sons.
And he's injured now. The other one's injured now, and so I was kind of glancing through our reading assignments, and I found a thing on risk factor. And so it says the term risk factor, which means any influence that increases the probability of harm, contributes to a more serious state of or maintains a problem condition. They were definitely in a high risk factor. I don't know if that goes in that or down later. Maybe it's already on there.
Yeah, and I don't know if this goes in there either, but one of the things I picked up on, I'm sure you all did, is that the one son, they have this side conversation or whatever, and he's talking about he wants to go buy a gun. He wants to kill all
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And because they killed his brother. So it's like the mentality and mindset of living in this, clearly also very political, and these differing ideas, but
yeah,
it's like they're just living with total violence on both ends, you know. I mean, they're not necessarily, they're kind of part of the problem too, you know, both sides probably, if that's their mindset of, I just want to buy a gun and get revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's very common where, they keep killing each other just because they keep killing each other's family. And since he's very small, he already has in his mind that these people killed his brother, so now he needs to avenge and kill someone from their side.
Yeah.
I also put with like the kid when they named him after the baby was named after the deceased son.
Mm-hmm.
I put that under list of relevant dangers that kid
Yeah.
be held accountable, or not accountable, but
True.
be hated maybe because he's there. They might think that he was replacing the previous one.
Yeah.
It would kind of impact his identity.
True. For sure, that would definitely, that lesson we had with the boy that had cancer and how we were learning about how siblings were affected.
Yes.
This would be a big one for that.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's true. That's a good point. And actually, the kind of revenge mentality would go under there too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no solution. You know, there's no solution to this problem if it's just
Right.
they're in war.
You're there! Yay!
Oh my goodness! I finally got here. I was here
Yeah.
at
I mean, there's no
1
solution.
o'clock.
You know, there's no solution to this problem if it's just they're in war.
You're there! Yay!
Oh my goodness! I finally got here. I was here at
I mean, there's no
1
solution.
o'clock.
You know, there's no solution to this problem.
Okay, we're having the same problem.
You know, they're in war.
You're there! Yay!